Hello and welcome to my bridge camp tutorial that I figured I'd make because people wanted to know how I did the bungalows trick there or whatever. I didn't hack or cheat or anything crazy like that. I firmly believe it was a bug because I can't even do it anymore. I think it got patched out. So I figured I'd make a video on how to do this. So here is the location where I built my my camp with the bridge. There's the rock where it starts from, and I shall show you where I am located. So that's where I was, but I'm gonna be moving my camp in just a moment. And yeah, this is where I am. I'm at the White Springs, and if you go from the White Spring Golf Club here, go south of it, and you'll see like this symbol right here. Pretty sure it's a snake. I don't know, I could be wrong. Anyways, as you can see, I'm right here, just on the left of it a little bit. And you'll know you're in the right spot because you'll find this pond here. And it'll have that little boat thing out there. And you'll have an encounter with a bunch of Mirelurks, so that's how you definitely know you are in the right location. So here's the fun part. The way I did that camp, right, is like I said in that video, I had two anchor points. One anchor point was located roughly around this area, okay? And I used the concrete foundations for that. And I used the concrete foundation over there, plus the beginning of the bridge piece to anchor it from that side. And then they basically met in the middle, and it looked like they were connected. So that's how I did that. So let's get right to it. Get our camp thing out. So here's the first tricky part. Yeah, you might need marsupial for this. I don't know. But it looks red, right? See? I just spammed the X button and I moved it a little towards the center. And now my thing's up there. Aha. Okay. So obviously the next step is we gotta move this little bugger out of the way. You come with me. Let's go swimming. Yeah. And just right here will be fine. Okay. So now you got an option, right? Like you could do what I did if you want. I don't really care if people copy me, right? I'm trying to inspire people to do, you know, crazy shit, you know, like I was doing, and you know, maybe come up with their own unique thing. That's the whole point, right? But you know, you could put like a missile turret or even out there, or whatever you want, right? You could put decorations out there. That's what I did with that, because there's not really... I tried getting rid of it and you can't. That's a no-go. No way. So once you've done that, right, you'll notice you got like a very limited building range over here. So this is when we gotta be very I don't know what would be the word here. Good, sneaky, careful with the foundation placement. Yeah, let's go with that. So you know, you can line it up however you want. I'm gonna try and, you know, aim for that, you know, bench on the other side, I think. Yeah, something like that. And you want to be kind of like, see how it's red? You want to go up just a little bit, then place it. Because you want to be like on the very outskirts of this border, because we're going to put the beginning of the bridge here. It's going to connect to this, and for whatever reason, it does not connect to like this stuff. Don't know why. Just never understood that for the life of me. Won't connect to this stuff either. Doesn't connect to any of that. I tried with all this stuff, basically. No go. So, let's get our bridge. Oh wait, I'll show you though. We don't need to do this yet, but I wanted to show you. So, if you just kind of finagle it a little bit here, get it to play ball. There we go. That was the sweet spot. See, we can place it there, right? And it's just perfect for this location because with how far these come down, these posts. And if we go under, right, and we take a little look-sees, there are actually a decent ways under here. And technically that's not actually, you know, secured. The only thing that's anchoring the foundation, like, well, this beginning of the bridge here, is this piece here. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, the way I did it, we'll just get straight to that, so we'll store that. That's not next, believe it or not. We got to do a little bit of, you know, planning, in a sense. So make sure you have like a decent amount of these, like any kind of foundation that you can just build a temporary bridge, we'll say, outwards from, right? Just like this. And the goal is to basically get all the way across, and this is technically all connected to that one side, right? So what I had to do, and I figured, well, what else could I do to get this work, right? Because they don't technically connect, and people don't want that, right? Nobody wants that look for their, you know, their camp. Like, that's not really nice, and doesn't really, like, if you're trying to make a wall, I guess, keep the mirelurks out, sure, you succeed. But no, that's not our goal. We're trying to make a bridge camp. So stick a staircase here, right? There's nothing underneath it, but oh, where was that? There we go. So if I did this correctly, this one under here, can't really see it. This block, like foundation I'm standing on right now, is gonna be our anchor point if I did this correctly. So the easy way to tell basically if we succeeded in that is by doing this. And if you can basically take that one, like one of these away, you know you've got an anchor point to the, you know, the ground here on this side. And another great thing this does, what basically is, it helps get your, you know, get your bridge lined up here with your base on however you wish to build it. You know, that's completely up to you, right? Everyone's probably going to build it differently. I will say marsupial helps a lot with this. It really does. So most of you watching probably can guess what I'm gonna, you know, do now. We got our 2 anchor points, right? And this is where basically an illusion creates a, you know, a camp that's supported by a bridge on one side, and you know, it has that foundation on the other side with platforms, and you basically can put posts underneath to make it look nice. Now if this will play ball, come on, you want to work for me? You no? Yes? Maybe so? Oh, this is why I did all this off camera. Anyways, I don't mind. I'll do it for my viewers. Come on. You son of a bitch. There we go. I see it wants to. Where do we go from here? Oh, I had it. There we go. Oh my god, that's so like tricky sometimes. Now I already, you know, built a whole whack ton of these. Not the max build count. There is a max build count, believe it or not, but you can make a pretty fire bridge. Like I could probably, like for shits and giggles, let's just quickly do this. Build all the way across, and you'll see that this lines up perfectly, right? And it looks like it connects basically, but as you know now, it's not connecting whatsoever. Which is the cool thing about this. So whenever you figured out how like how big of a bridge you want, basically connecting to your camp structure that you wish to build, connecting to the, like, that's going to be started on that side, right? And an easy way to tell is, right, this one is basically one, you know, square, or, you know, one foundation in size. Like the measurements, you know, it's even all the way around, right? And if you look at the outline of this when I'm in build mode, it's the same thing. You know, it's the same measurements basically. But these ones, it takes 2 of these to make one of these. Okay? So that's something you really want to keep in mind when you're doing this. So what I'm going to do is, right, I got my starting point. Go 1. Basically count every 2. So that's 1, 2, 3. So say I want, then that's 4. Okay, that's technically 4 of the foundations, you know, going across that we had before, but now we got a bridge here. Now I'm gonna, you know, run over there. Whew, made it. Okay. And we start building basically the other half of the illusion, in other words. So what I like to do is I use these floors once I get the rest started. So this is the problem I encountered after I figured that part out, right? Like how to line this up basically perfectly, best you can. I'm like, well, how do I build something? Like, I can't use these. And, you know, I obviously try not to use, you know, do this whole thing where I have like a bunch like that, you know? So I'm like, okay. Well, technically the only way I can connect it, right, is a staircase. So that's why you see a staircase in my camp video there I released just the other day. And, you know, I have it like a floor up here. Actually, let me pick a better one. I'll do it like I did with my other one, just to be a better, you know, a better tutorial, you know, on if you want to like try and build a very similar build, or, you know, close to it. So once you get that one up here, right, just put one like that. And this is what you should have now. You should have your anchor point, right, which is down here. Okay. You can see it because it's outlined in green. I actually can see it better like that, surprisingly. That'll be your anchor point. Technically, there's nothing under here. I'm trying to talk too damn fast. Let's see, there's nothing under here, right? So that is technically the only thing anchoring all that down right now and basically making it float. But, you know, giving you the illusion that it is like a sturdy foundation there. And then from there, once you got, you know, 2 of these pieces, I recommend, like, you don't have to, but I highly recommend using these, because once you connect a staircase onto here, if I had enough steel, son of a gun. Oh, I will be right back. Ah, I have returned with steel. Lots of it. Okay. Oh, before I ran out like a fool and had to go get more steel, where was I? Yes, staircase. So, build staircase. Yes, yes, like this. Now we can actually start placing a floor, which is fantastic. So you put one there. Well, you don't have to put one there technically. You can, you see what I mean? This can technically be the starting point. But I put one there because I wanted to hide that staircase, right? Because I kind of knew, like, it wasn't going, oops, it wasn't going to do anything, right? There wasn't going to be no purpose for it in the end, like, at all. When I thought about it, I couldn't think of what to do. So I think, well, what else to do to hide it? Just encase it in a, you know, basically one foundation size section all the way up, no matter how many floors. And this thing is being just super finicky. Why does that... Oh, there it goes. Huzzah. Got it. We succeeded. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. Okay. We're making progress. Stop it. Jeez. Okay, so... Oh, for the love of all things good in this world. There we go. So now that you got this, right? And like I said, I'll just kind of give you an example of what I did, and then you can kind of, you know, figure out what you would do from there on your own, right? With this knowledge. So the walls, right? I took the steel walls. Yes, steel walls. That's what I had. Here we went. Well, too far. Way too far. There we go. Yep. Thank you. One over here. Yes. Like that. And then I kinda did that. And then I just put a... Oh. You're being finicky, aren't you? Why do you not cooperate? What if I did that? Do you cooperate? Is this a staircase? Is it just a dumb staircase or something? Because I used the red rocket. Oh, look at that! It works with the red rocket staircase. Well, I'm glad I, was recording that when I figured that one out. So, if I take this, put it here, go here, replace, and that's how I made the doorway. And basically, that's like I said in that other video too, this staircase is like the only thing holding this whole platform up that makes it look like it's connecting to the bridge. Like, I think if you really, I think if you really wanted to, you could even, what is it? What did I figure out one time here? Give me a second. So if I put this, come on. Okay. So you put that there. Go to your bridge. Okay. I was messing around with this before, and before I figured out how to get this perfectly level, I noticed that if this bridge piece is slightly higher than one of these pieces, it can actually basically clip into the top of it, completely hiding this. And that's another way you can connect it if you can't do it this way. Huh. Well, I learned something new here. But yeah. I'm not gonna go into full-on build mode, because I basically showed you how, a finished, variant of what you can do with this idea. I, put some stairs over here. Because I figure, if people are gonna, come and visit my shop and maybe buy, items from my vendors, a nice little staircase, kind of guide them in, have that thing there to cure diseases. I can never think of the name of it. Even though I have one, I can never think of the name of the stupid thing. Then again, I have not gone to sleep yet, and basically I'm kind of manic and overtired and kind of balancing on stuff. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. Hopefully it inspire. Like I said, I'm trying to inspire people to do some crazy unique builds of their own. Like I said, I don't care if they copy my builds part for part. I really don't care. If that's what they want to do, go for it. It's not that hard once you kind of see how it's broken down into the main things you need to know, right? This right here, like I said, is kind of essential, because this staircase essentially gives you a support for, to make this platform, and then this platform, and then it connects to the staircase, and then all of this is basically supported by that staircase over here. So keep that in mind. If you make a mistake somewhere along the line, and say you're 3/4 way done your build, and say it's bigger than this, for example, you push your bridge back to about, say, this one right here. Okay? Yeah, you'd have a lot more room to build with, right? But if you make a mistake, though, like I said, keep in mind, you're going to have to take all that back down up until that point where you made the mistake, because of the way this all works. I made the unfortunate mistake of adding more of these pieces. I added one over here, and I was pretty much 95% done building the camp, and guess what happened? Yeah, I ended up having to start all the way back. But it was worth it, because I ended up noticing a few things I could make better along the way. So there's always room for improvement, even when we make our mistakes building our camps. So like I said, hopefully this tutorial helped. I'll get this uploaded as soon as possible, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day out there. Oh, wait, where is it? Yeah, let's do this one. Yeah. Have a great day.